evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Coventry Night Awards Night. Right, finally ready to go after Joseph and Renato were half an hour late, so let's get straight into it. Obviously the bar's open, so get yourself a drink. What we're going to do, we're going to have 5 awards first and have a little break, and then another 5, because we know how much you like a few pints, don't you? So I don't want to keep you away from it too much. Right now, I think we can all agree this season has been a season like no other. We didn't even know we were going to start the season at the start of the year. Quite frankly, we didn't know when we'd finish it. But after a lot of hard work, perseverance, and some amazing work for the young men over there, the Coventry United squad, we've not only finished, we've finished bloody well. So it's been an incredible effort from everyone at the club. And also, I think there's someone who needs a massive hand, and that man's standing right there, Nigel Ward. It was around June last year, wasn't it, Nigel? That myself and Nigel went to the New Albany Club to sign the contract for the transfer of Coventry United from the previous owner. From there, John and Lee have come on board. We've also brought on Michael Kavanagh as chairman. And again, at that time, it was shot in the dark when we were going to start the season because we had no money, we had no players, we didn't have a manager. But that first game against Milton Keynes Irish in July was worth every bit of heartbreak that the Red and Green Army and all the players had been through. And since then, we've had some amazing games. We've had the double headers against Rothwell. We've had the incredible victories against Amesbury, nearly beating Highgate as well, the old Coventry United squad, and finishing 8th in the league. Under the circumstances, I think it's an absolute bloody miracle. So everyone here, fan and player, all deserve a big round of applause. Well done. So as I said, there's going to be 10 awards tonight, kicking off with the Vice President Award, but before that, we're going to have a couple of speeches from those who have made this season what it is, and we're going to kick off with a man who was brought in at the start of the year from just up the road in Bedworth, where he's coached a few youth teams, so obviously doesn't know anything about football, so God knows we brought him in. But, now you're first, get your butt up here, ladies and gentlemen, Comstock Vice Chairman John Goodman.
Hi everyone, thanks for coming. Yeah, just pretty much what Liam said. Everyone's been brilliant. We've got volunteers and crowd quite brilliant behind the scenes. Sorry, I don't like speaking on the mic. Marion, Alan, without you, we couldn't do it, honestly. Cole, brilliant behind the scenes with the players. Yeah, that's been good really.
Right, sure what to say about Johnny is short and sweet. And of course Lee as well. Lee, do you want to say something or are you getting stage right? Stage right, unfortunately. Right, now we started the season under Ivor Lawton, who deserves a lot of credit for what he did at Coventry United. If those of you here tonight don't know what happened, basically around February, March time, the club very nearly fell into liquidation, certainly fell into disrepair after a deal to buy the club basically fell through. So everyone at Coventry United, the players, the staff, had to work for free until the end of the season. The man who brought the team together to end the year was Ivor Lawton. Brought the squad this year together as well, and very difficult circumstances. I don't think we had a single player signed on the week before the season started. But Ivor took on the first match against Milton Keynes Irish and said they had to step aside due to personal reasons. The managerial reins then fell to Jonah, who took us on for the Highgate games and a couple of league fixtures. But then this man was brought in, a man who is certainly built on principles, shall we say. If you listen to any of his interviews, I'm sure the lads know that as well. So let's bring him on, ladies and gentlemen, Coventry United manager, Cole Nolan.
Thank you, guys. Like Liam alluded to there, testimony especially to everybody involved with the football club, starting the season with, well, adverse circumstances really, and the future long-term being uncertain, and obviously a real challenge going into this season. When Mike and John spoke to me about the job, I had a good think about it and saw a great deal of promise at the club, and quickly made my decision that it was something I wanted to get involved in. And then getting Gaz, Jonah, and then a little bit later Ash as a management team, I believe we've got a really committed, hungry, passionate management team that wants to take this club forward. I know we have wonderful supporters that show their loyalty week in, week out. A lot of people that help the club, doing a lot of stuff that people don't see. I mean, me and John are on the phone nearly every single day. I think my missus thinks I'm having an affair. I'm going to have to get her to meet John so she can see it's John I'm speaking to for an hour every day. But that's the work it takes. I've been involved in football a long time, and if you want to be successful, you've got to put the hours in, you've got to put the effort in, and that's what we're here to do. So we've had a good season, but it's only one brick in the wall, so to speak. It's a foundation that's been laid, and we want to build on that. We want to have another successful season. We know we've got the loyalty and the commitment of the lads, the most of whom are here tonight, and they're going to serve the club well, just like we are, and hopefully give the supporters another good, positive year. So thanks to everyone coming tonight. I hope you enjoy the evening, and onwards and upwards for Coventry United Football Club.
Thank you, Carl. This season was always planned as a season of opportunity. The vast majority of the season, I think we've had one player over the age of 23. And I think you know who that is, because he's had a pretty great season. But it has been a squad built on teenagers, youngsters, players from youth academies. Counted up, I'll give you stats for you here. We have used 54 players this season, playing in 41 matches in 5 competitions, 17 wins, 81 goals, and also there's a stat put up the other day that we averaged the 5th largest home attendance of the season, which under our circumstances I think is a fantastic feat. And there's a young man who's been at my heart in every single one of those stats. He was made Coventry United's youngest ever full-time captain at the start of the year. And I remember saying to Ivor Lawson in pre-season, this man's a future United captain. Didn't think it was going to happen this year, I didn't want to say. But ladies and gentlemen, Riley, the Royal Coventry United skipper.
Wow, when John rang me up in the week and asked me to do a speech, I said yes, then put the phone down and went, shit. What am I going to say? But cheers, thanks to Cookie and John for covering everything I was mainly going to say, so that sort of made me feel a bit shit. But I think the biggest thing to say is you don't have a club without the people behind the scenes who put so much work in, so much time in. And we are, honestly, I would say, we've got the best volunteers here, the best staff who will go above and beyond all the time to help everybody. If I had enough time, I would cover every single person, but I think they deserve a massive round of applause. They know who they are, so put a big hand together for our volunteers for this season. I'd like to say a big thanks to Kat and John this year, because obviously if it wasn't for them taking over the club and my job, we wouldn't have a club that we've all been so proud to represent this year. So they've put a lot of time in, invested a lot into it, and I'm really grateful for it. So a big hand for Kat, John and Nigel, please. And finally, Carl, Gaz, Jonah. Obviously a massive thanks to them this year. Obviously it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I've had a few ups and downs. A stat that I actually wanted to give you all this year is that between Carl and Jonah, they have smashed up more changing rooms this year than Mick Mollison has goals. So I just want everyone to take that home with them tonight. And finally, on to the lads. It's been an absolute pleasure this year to share a picture with you. I've got so much time for every single one of you. We've had some great games, we've had some not so great games, but I do love you all to bits, even though I do moan a little bit too much sometimes. But thank you everyone for coming tonight. I hope you have a lovely evening and enjoy. Thank you.
Now, it shows how much he was taking this speech seriously. I woke up about 3:30 this afternoon to a text from Riley asking who he should thank in his speech. Who's the volunteers? Who's on the gates? Who's doing the kit washing and everything? I think he was panicking a little bit there, weren't you, Riley? But absolutely incredible. And again, every one of these lads have been absolutely sensational, and a few of them are going to get awards tonight. But we know that the club is in very good hands with you lads putting on that kit again next year. Right, into the first award. This one is sponsored by Vice President Harold Jones. It is the Vice President's Award. Unfortunately, Harold can't be with us tonight, so this award is going to be presented by Mel Davis. So Mel, if you want to come to the podium, please. Give it up for Mel, everyone.
Good evening. Oh, I thought this was karaoke. Unfortunately, the winner of this trophy, unfortunately, is not here tonight. But he's had a fantastic season, and I'm sure you'll all put a big round of support, applause in for Joe Blowers.
Well done, Joe.
Yeah, I'm sure Joe here is from Spain or wherever the hell he is, but absolutely incredible season. Who can forget his first match back after starting the season with, was it Gresley? He started at Gresley, that last minute winner against Rockwell. And also the only time we did that this season. Award number 2 is from the board. And, well, again, the amazing work the board have done this season to rebuild the club off the pitch, while you lads rebuild it on it, has been nothing short of fantastic. This award is sponsored by Alan Ward. So, Alan, would you like to come up and present the award? Get your arse up here, come on.
Come on, Alex, Rachel, let's do it now then. We'll do it now. Not normally short words.
Oh, this is the surprise. This is the surprise. Forward player of the season.
Alan's a man of few words. That's not true. But he's a friend, and we've been together at Coventry United since the very beginning, 10 or 11 years ago, not 10. And we're very, very proud as a board to present this award to the board's player of the season. Surprisingly, it's Adam Miles.
Let's have a smile everyone, the board player of the year. And also, actually, I think he's actually scored the most goals of any centre back in Coventry United history over this season. Now, speaking of goals, this year has been a season of sharing goals around. Rather than having one goal scorer who scored 20 or 30 goals, everyone has played their part. Except for you, Mitch, sorry. But this one player is the only one who hit double figures this season. And it took him a bloody age to get here, which is why we kicked off so late. So this award is sponsored by Tracy. I think you're a bit hesitant to come up, aren't you? Alright, so Marion will hand over the trophy. I'll announce who's won it. So Tracy's going to hand over, ladies and gentlemen, the Coventry United top scorer 2022-23, Joseph Agabiade. Right, next up is the Coaches Player of the Season. And this one's sponsored by Michael Kavanagh. Unfortunately, Kavanagh isn't here tonight. So putting him in a headlock for half an hour, Lee Davis has agreed to hand over the award. Oh, yeah. Come on, mate, what do you get?
Oh, cheers, Liam. Yeah, on behalf of Michael Kavanagh, this has had a great season actually. First time I've seen him is at Congleton in the Cup, and I said to John, he's got great potential and will play higher one day. Left back is, and the winner, Harry Chesterton. Well done, Harry.
Ladies and gentlemen, certainly more play at higher, but not next season. Harry, one more year.
Well done, Harry.
Right, we're going to have one more award before we have our drinks break. And this award is for the Fans Player of the Year. It's sponsored by Nick Sutton, but Nick has volunteered Marion to hand the award. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, our club secretary, Marion Davis.
Well, the Fans Player of the Year might not be who I wanted it to be. But I had my say. So the Fans Player of the Year, did I say fans or plans? Fans Player of the Year goes to Adam Miles.
It's a double for smiling. That's not the first time I've said that this season. Now, before we go into our drinks break, ladies and gentlemen, I just like to say a massive thank you to Marion, because as all of you know, I can be a right pain in the arse when I want to be, and it certainly comes on match days, because we've got to get the team news ready for a certain time, so I can get the intros ready before you guys can get on the action. Before Marion took over this year, Graham Wood was our club secretary, I believe, for 9 seasons. But due to personal circumstances, he decided to step back this season. Tried to give Marion all the knowledge that he could, but I'm sure Marion will say at the start of the year, you tried your best, didn't you? But there were some difficulties. But I must say, towards the end of the season, Marion's been absolutely exceptional. We've had a few difficult circumstances to overcome, and she has been brilliant. So, give it up to Marion. A bit of music for the next 15 minutes where we come back for the last 5 awards, so everyone get to the bar, mine's a copper bit, thank you. So everyone's got a drink. Right, I've got to come down with this one because this one is the CUTV Player of the Season. And I've sponsored it, so I've got to dish the trophy out. Right, and the one thing that I was worried about this season with having such a young squad was leadership. Now, you don't necessarily have to be an older player to have leadership. And there's one young lad, young lad I should say, who's got leadership in abundance. It's not just a manager's job to lead a team, and he's really involved in the dressing room to make an incredible squad. He's appeared more times than anyone at Coventry United this season. He's scored some brilliant goals, which you'll also see in the CUTV goal of the season, which will be announced next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to announce the Coventry United TV Player of the Season is Riley Boyle.
Morning.
Right, award number 7 of the evening is the Coventry United Goal of the Season. Now I've had to go through every single match and every single goal to find some good ones so that our sponsor, Nigel Ward, can pick the best one. And there were some really hard choices to make. So Nigel, you want to come up and get the trophy, get ready?
Speech.
And I've got one out since you can't remember who was bloody scored against. So ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Coventry United Goal of the Season, his amazing strike at Wembra earlier in the season, is Joseph Agamiade.
I'm just making Joseph. Well, Joseph.
Well, Joseph. Second award of the evening. Next up, Manager's Player of the Season. Now we know in the interviews he can sometimes be a tad critical, but it's only because he cares. And only because he wants to see these young lads come to fruition and prove that they are the best that City has to offer, which we all know they are. So ladies and gentlemen, to present the Manager's Award, surprise, surprise, it's the manager, Carl Nolan.
So it may not be a surprise, certainly to the players who got Manager's Player of the Year. There were several candidates, but we just felt this player was the most consistent throughout the season. Fantastic leadership skills, and actually we were just having a conversation there, and he's a player who more leads by example rather than being vocal. Leads by example in terms of certainly the character attributes that we're looking for: punctuality, hard work, staying strong, committed. And he's had a fantastic season. I just want to hear that he's going to be with us next season. Adam Miles.
Our penultimate award of the evening is one that could literally go to 99% of the team. It's a young player of the season. And to hand out this award is coming back onto the stage is John Goodman, Coventry United Vice Chairman.
Hi, y'all. Yeah, for me, he stood out since the first game I watched him play. It's been fantastic. Probably the best left back I've seen in the league.
Don't give it away. Just give it.
Harry, well done, mate.
Well done, Harry.
Congratulations, Harry. Right, it's all come down to this, the final award of the evening, and it's one that every single player wants to win. It is the Players' Player of the Season. I'm never not choosing this one because, again, every single one of those lads has done an amazing campaign. They've had a lot of learning to do and they've put out some outstanding performances. So, to award this one is a man who actually was manager for 2 or 3 games, like he likes reminding all of us, Craig Jones.
Obviously, this is what everyone wants because it's your peers that have voted for it. Lads that you've stood side by side with, had bollicans with, in the change room with, and you've worked all season hard to get this trophy. Now, if your players are voting for you for this, you know you've done something really, really, really good. Now, I think everyone would probably know who this is. But Players' Player, a very good award, very well deserved. Well done, lads. Adam Miles.
Looks to be the clean sheet, and he's all of us clean sheet tonight. Let's go, Adam Miles. Smile, you've got to say something. Come on, come on. Do it again next season.
Okay. I wasn't expecting a speech. I couldn't have done it without the lads on the pitch this season. People, sponsors, people behind the scenes, and everyone else who has supported us for the whole season. But thank you all.
That's the end of the awards, but not the end of the recognition. As we know, this season has been a real triumph over adversity. It's not just down to the amazing players who we've got, it's also down to our remarkable volunteers, who this season, more than any, have gone beyond the call of duty to keep Coventry United going and to keep us on the right track. So, if you hear your name called, please come to the stage because we've got a little something for you. So, Mel, Alan Ward, Lucy Stead, Marion Davis, Tracy Jones, Craig Jones, no relation, David Garson, Gaz Harnick and Lee Davis. Everyone please come up, we've got a little something for you. Give a big hand, everyone. Now, while we're having a photo, Mel and Marion are probably the first family of Coventry United. They've been here since the very start. And obviously Marion's now our club secretary. Mel bends over backwards in every way, shape and form and does some amazing work for Prostate Cancer UK, which is pretty much the official charity of Coventry United. We love doing work for them. Lucy is a former Coventry United ladies player who finished her sports science degree at the start of the year and came on as our physio and has been a godsend to the lads over there. God knows how much tape and magic sponges she's gone through this season with you lot. A few, she says. Tracy, what else can we say about Tracy? Going around asking people to give money to the 50-50, which supports the club every single week, and being the glamorous face of Coventry United, I might add. David Garden has been a great addition to the Coventry United media team, and will continue to do so next season. I'm just glad I haven't got to do the graphics anymore. And also, Jonah, he's alright, I suppose, isn't he? No, he's been fantastic, as well as Gaz as well. That's a fantastic coaching team. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up the Coventry United volunteers for staff. And a big thank you to John and Naomi for organising this as well. Thank you very much, guys. It's only Naomi then. Surprise, surprise, John does fuck all. Right, let's get it. That's the awards done for... Too late, I'll quit. Join the Sphinx next season. Right, let's get it. That's the awards done for the evening. So enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you so much for all your hard work this season. Good night.
Sorry, everyone, before you start off. There's one person who we have forgot to thank. And I thought, I cannot let this go down without saying a massive round of applause and cheer for the one, the only, the mouth of the Midlands, Liam Cook.